Hi, everybody. Welcome to Live with Janome. I'm Hein, embroidery software specialist. I have my comments on. So as you come on, go ahead and give a thumbs up that everything's going well. Or if you want to say where you're watching from, you can do that as well. I'm going to put the camera on in just a moment. All right, let's see here. And get the camera up. There we go. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Live with Janome. I'm Hein, as I said, embroidery software specialist for Janome America. And today I want to talk to you about the Artistic Digitizer software. We are getting close to the end of the trial for our US free trial of the software. I know we have some other countries that are going to be starting theirs as well. And this would pertain to those people who are using the trial for them as well. Once you get done with the trial, you have options. You can purchase the software. In the US, you can purchase that through, you want to go to your dealer and contact them about purchasing. We have special pricing for the US. Canada has their special pricing as well. Each country will have their own deal of how they do it. And I post that to the Janome Artistic Digitizer page as soon as I find out the information. So I try to keep everybody updated. But here in the US and in Canada, after you purchase your software, you don't need to uninstall the software. All right, all you'll need to do, and I'm going to open my software and show you all this, but let me just talk it through first, is you'll close your software, you'll find your software key, and there's a couple places to look for that, and then you open the key, you want to show or open it, and then in there you'll see log out, so you'll log out, you remove the numbers that are in the key, put in your new numbers from your purchase software, and then hit activate. Now you can launch your software and it'll open to your new version. Okay, very easy. It's not that hard. The other thing, if you wanted to load it on other computers, you can do that as well. And to do that, you would make sure it's closed and logged out on the first one. Go ahead and install it on your second one. And then once it gets finished installing, when you want to go back and forth between the two, and this is what I do because I use my Mac like I am today, and I also have a PC. So I will close my software. I'll open that software key and log out. I'll go to my other computer. I'll open or show the software key and hit activate, and then I'll launch my software. So I do that throughout the day. It's very easy. Or if I travel, I'll make sure I do that. I try to get in the habit of doing that every day. It's good for your software too. It's better for your software to be closing it and logging out from time to time. So I just get in that habit so that when I grab my computer and go, I know I'm ready to go. I don't have to think about it because you don't want to get, you want to make sure you're logged out so you can open it on another computer at another time. You don't need to reinstall it each time, but you can go back and forth. Now, if you have the junior program and you want to purchase the upgrade, and in the US, we are offering the upgrade at a special price or the full program. So if you own junior already, so you got it with your CM17, all you'll need to do to go to the full program, you'll get the upgrade kit. You want to open your junior program, all right? And some of you may have not installed the trial. So what you've done is you opened your software key, right, and put your trial numbers in there. So open your software key again, put your junior numbers in, all right, and then launch your software. And inside the software under help, I'm going to show you where this is. Under help, you will see upgrade key. And so you open that window. In your packaging with your upgrade kit are your numbers. Put your number in. It'll upgrade your key. And then when you launch your software, you'll be in the full program. Very, very easy. Now in Canada, they're doing something a little different, okay? So if you're from Canada and you're watching this, what Canada is doing is they are giving everyone the junior program and the upgrade. Okay, that's how they've packaged it. So for that, what you want to do is install, well, if you have the trial program, first of all, everybody should always close their program, open your software key, log out, and put those junior numbers in the window in the software key and activate. All right. And then launch the program. So you'll be opening a junior program. And then open your upgrade part and go to help, key upgrade, and then you could put those upgrade numbers in there. Now, I've typed this out in its full entirety on the Janome Artistic Digitizer Facebook page. So if you need help, go over there. You can read through it. Or if you need extra help, just reach out. Try not to get in that loop of uninstalling, reinstalling, and getting, because you kind of get it all mucked up. It's really very easy. So let me see who's out there today. Hello. Oh, we have Suze from the UK and Lynn from Quebec. Marty's here. Michelle from Minnesota. And of course, Jerry's here as well. Hello, everyone. There's more of you out there. I know it. And you just haven't put it in there. Oh, Regina's watching as well. Oh, and speaking of Regina, her and I were away last weekend. We went to a sewing retreat in upstate New York. It was fabulous. It was really wonderful to just have time to sew and finish some things. And I worked on a few unfinished projects. A lot of times I do stitch outs for everyone, but I don't finish them into complete samples. So I took a lot of those with me and I did that. Plus I made myself a new, I wasn't going to make a new project, but I love bags and I made a purse. So Regina and I had a great time, and we met someone from Facebook that had followed us from the beginning, Cheryl Taylor. So Cheryl Taylor. So she was there as well. I'll have to post some, I have a picture with her. So it was quite fun to be up there and visit with everyone. All right, so let me put the software on and I'll talk about the software key. I'm going to show you all that. I'm going to walk through it again. And if you have questions, put them in the comments because I am watching. And let's see here, there's that. And let me get my software. There we go. And I'll make sure it's showing up here. There we are. Okay. So I am in the full program. So when you open your software, whether you're junior or full, it always looks the same. This page always looks the same. So if I was going to switch, if I was going to go from, say this is my trial program, what I would do is I would close this program right now, and then I would go get my software key. So on my Mac, you can't see it, but I'm going to point, it's way up here at the top. And it's a little green key, and I'm going to double click on it. Well, when you click on it, let's see if you guys can see this. It says show or quit. I want show. All right, because you don't want to quit. Quit just closes the icon. So now I've opened my key, and I would put my activation code is here and that my serial number is there. And if I want to log out, I would just log out right here. And after I log out, it gives me a little message saying that the logout was successful. Okay. And then what I would do, instead of closing that key like I just did, when it says the logout is successful, I would replace these numbers with my new numbers for the full program. If I'm going from the trial full program to the full program, I would just change the numbers in here. And this would turn into activate, and I would select it, and then this window could be closed, and I would launch my software and it would look just like this. Okay, now if you're on a PC, I'm going to go up here because it's all under the help topics. When you're on a PC, because you can use this on different computers, they talk about this in the help files. So in a PC, you're going to be down here and in your task menu, your taskbar. And sometimes there's a little up arrow here to open it. Sometimes it's on the side, but that's where it would be. Here it is showing up on your Mac, up on your ribbon at the top. So you would open that, just showing you where it is. And this is what it would look like right here. All right, so you'd enter your numbers in there and then activate. Now, remember I mentioned if you are a junior user, more than likely what you did is, because I tried to get people, if they're doing the junior and they're going to do the trial, is to close their junior, open their key, and then put their new serial numbers from the trial in here. Well, actually log out first. I'm sorry, log out, and then replace these numbers here with your trial software and hit activate. All right, so that's perfect. And now if you're a junior owner and you want to go either back to junior, or you're going to do junior and then you bought the upgrade, what you would do is with software closed, always with software closed, go to your software key and log out of the free trial, and then put in your junior numbers back in here and hit activate. And once you do that, you can close this window, launch your software, and then I'll show you. I'm going to close this for a minute. Under your help, you'll see key upgrade. So if you already own junior, you're going to get an upgrade kit, and you're going to open your junior program and go to key upgrade. And here you can put that in and hit upgrade the key. And then just follow the prompts and it'll update your program. Then when you launch your program, what you'll notice the difference is when you come in here to create new, if you're going from junior to full, you will see right here, digitize and shapes. You will have these two tools. You'll have the array down here, and you'll have edit nodes. So you'll have a lot more tools here. So that's the biggest thing, so you'll know you're with the junior. Hopefully that's not too hard to understand. Now, if you are using the program for the trial and you don't own any Artistic Digitizer at all, what you'll do is close your program as I instructed, find your key and show or open it, take out the trial numbers. Well, leave it, I'm sorry. Maybe if I could talk right, this would be great. When your trial numbers are here, hit log out. So now you're out of the trial. Then clear out these numbers and put in the numbers that are in the packaging with the software you purchased. This will highlight activate, and then you'll be able to relaunch your software, and it will open as, well, this page is always the same. It will open to the welcome page, and you will have the full software there. To double check, you can look at create new to see that you have all the tools. All right, does that make sense to everybody? Give me some thumbs up if you're understanding that, because I'm going to cover one more scenario that's a little bit trickier. But, and what's nice about this is you don't have to do a lot of uninstalling and reinstalling. And this is where people have an issue. They uninstall, it doesn't all uninstall all the way. So then they can't, they get in this loop. Okay, they get kind of stuck in a loop. If you get stuck in a loop, please post to the Janome Artistic Digitizer Facebook group. We have people there that can help you. Now, Jill is asking, where do we purchase after using the trial? If you're in the USA, you would talk to your local dealer. You can show them, we've posted the sale price on our, both on the sewing machine page that we're on now and over on the Janome Artistic Digitizer page. You can take that to your dealer and show them that. They should know, but sometimes they don't. They're very busy with other things too. In Canada, same thing. They have a different special than we do. So you would take that to your Canadian dealer. Anyone who cannot find a dealer, please PM me and I can help you with that. We do have a dealer locator right on janome.com, and you could look there and put in your zip code and how many miles apart. It doesn't matter where the dealer is because they can ship it to you. And you definitely want them to ship you the physical product because it has the key in there with the numbers on it. So you definitely want to have that in your possession. Some dealers will open that for you and give you the numbers over the phone, so you can keep going rather quickly. But basically, if you really should get the full product, get them to send you the product. Okay. All right. So as I mentioned at the beginning, if you were just using the free trial and you didn't have junior beforehand, you're just brand new, again, you just close the program, show your software key, log out, then put in those new numbers from your packaging, hit activate, and the software is yours now. There you go. So if you are from Canada, they're doing something different. Okay, they've bundled together the junior program and the update from junior. So that's going to do, you're going to have to do a little bit extra thing with that. So what you would do is you've run the free trial, correct? So now you close your software. And then let me put the camera on so I can look at you guys while I'm talking. That might make sense. There we go. So you want to close your software, find and show the software key. Remember I said for a Mac, it's up on the top. If you're on a PC, it could be in your taskbar at the bottom or underneath the little arrow thing. Open the software key and then go ahead and put in, well, log out. So you log out of the trial and then put in the junior codes because they're going to give you two products. They're going to give you the junior and they're going to give you the upgrade. So put in the junior numbers, hit activate, then just close that window, open the software, and then go to help, upgrade key. And in that window, you'll put in your new key number, which is in the packaging with the upgrade. And then you'll do that and upgrade, and now you will have your full program running, okay? If you have any issues with that, please let us know because we can help you with that as well. All right, so let's see. For our American, well, even in Canada, I guess if you have junior and you purchase the upgrade, you would follow the same kind of thing, okay? So you would have to, anybody who had junior to begin with, depending on how you installed the trial, I tried to have people not install it a second time. I had them log out of their junior and then put in the trial code so they could just use the software key to go back and forth. It's so much easier instead of installing again. Sometimes when you install it a second time on the same computer, it's going to give you messages where you have it already installed and you're going to get stuck in that loop. So always close your software and start with opening your software key and seeing where you sit, and then you can go from there. Does that make sense? Clear as mud. So Barb, you're asking how long is the trial available? For the US and Canada, it ends at the end of April. There's UK and Australia, I don't think they've announced theirs yet. I've been watching for that. So those will be coming up. When you signed up for the trial, they emailed you your codes to put in when you install the software and a link to install the software. So Barb, I don't know, you haven't downloaded anything. So you didn't start the trial yet? And are you in the US or Canada? So let me know that, because I don't know, the UK may have started theirs, I don't know. And the special, I believe, is running until May 30th for both Canada and the US. Okay. So let me go back in. I'm going to look at the software again, and I'm going to show you some pictures so you can see. We'll look at the help files here. Help topics is where we want to go. And you can see right here, here's that key upgrade. But under help topics, it shows right here what the key looks like. And it also shows down here where you'll find the key. Okay, and it explains right here how to log out and then how to go back in. Okay, so you have all that information in your help files. You could do a screenshot of this if you wanted, or whatever. Okay, so no answer. So when did you, Barb? So if you haven't gotten the trial, unfortunately, what is today's date? Because it ends the 30th. So that would be, when did you sign up, Barb? Because they emailed out, as soon as you email them, they were sending out the codes right from the beginning. So if you did not receive one, and it ends on Sunday, so you could look in your trash or your spam folder or your junk folder. It sometimes goes in there. All right. And did you just sign up, Barb, or did you sign up a while ago? You might want to look through your junk, or even if you have Microsoft 365, go back and check those messages where they send you the thing. We flagged this message and they're here for you to look at. It might have gone in there as well. Okay. All right, so let's go into the software. I'm going to close this now, but up here, after you get your software all situated of your own, save those numbers in the spot you'll always remember where they are, and maybe put them in a couple places. I have mine in a couple different places so that should I forget one, I'm sure I'll find one of the other ones. Oh, so if you haven't signed up, it's probably you. I don't know if they would, Regina would be on now to tell you. I don't think they would send out a code today because it ends, they're going to turn the codes off on Sunday. So you may have to wait for the, excuse me a moment, you may have to wait for the next trial that we have on there. So, or if you want to take a look at our Janome Artistic Digitizer Facebook page, you can look through our files, our videos there to see how the software works. And then you could still use the special pricing and purchase the software if you want to go ahead with the software. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, Regina is saying they won't be sending out any more codes because the trial is ending this weekend. So they're going to be turning off the codes at this point. So you can sign up for our next one, or you can take a look at our Facebook page, and if you feel that the software would be the thing you want, you can take part of the special pricing at this point. All right, so back in the software, let's go up here. Once you install your software, I'm going to go to the welcome page. Once your software is all set and installed, go back to your help and then come down here and do register right here and register your software. Okay, so that if you should have a major computer crash or something like that, we have a better record of you having that software, and you can contact your country of support. So, or you can even, sometimes you can contact through our Facebook page. I can get you in contact to the people that you need. But tech support would help you get back with the, to get your software running again if you have a computer failure or something happens with your computer. Oh, thanks, Suze. That's great. Yeah, she's saying the full software is fabulous. I do have a full set of videos on our Janome Artistic Digitizer Facebook page called AD Skill Builder, and it will take you from the beginning, setting up your software and then working through the tools. It builds upon itself. It's a great way to learn the software, or you can be like some people, just jump right in and try things and post questions to the page. We're always there to help you out with that as well. So here's your software. You've registered it. The next thing you want to do is set up a few things, a few preferences for yourself so that, and I think I've talked about this with people doing the trial, but I'm just going to go over it quickly. When you can always set your software to inches or imperial over metric if that's what you like. For me, I have to go under my artistic up here and go to preferences, and it opens this window here. On a PC, you would go to tools, tool options, and you would get this here. And right here is where you would change it. Mine, if I wanted to go back to metric, I would click here to take me to metric. If yours says to imperial, that means you're already in inches, or you want to go to inches because you're in metric. So here you can see I'm in inches. If I want to go back to metric, I would go here. But you don't need to go back and forth. Pick the measurement that you like. And then when you're working in the program, if someone gives you a measurement if you're in metric and I give you something in inches, all you have to do, if I say 2 inches, you can put in 2IN. The software will convert to metric for you. If I give you something in metric and you're in inches, which I do that quite often, I might give you stitch length or stitch width, and I would say 3.5 mm. That's what you would put in if you're inches, and it would convert it for you. So it's very simple. So you'd make any changes here. There's some other changes across the top that you can make as well. And then the other thing you want to do is right here, open up the hoop and brand here. You can pick, if you have whatever your major brand is, pick that, then pick your machine number, and then it will show you the hoops that are here available for that machine, and then pick the one that you would like as your default. I like the largest one. So every time I open my software, this will be here, so I don't have to reopen that at any time. Let's see. All right, so I think we're caught up on that. All right, and then when I go to enter the program, I always like to use the big tabs here. They're almost the same as the ones that are over here at the very top, but I like the big tabs. My favorite is to use browse, but I want to show you something in create new first. So I've set up my default here. Oh, let me set up my default fabric and my embroidery category. So in here, these are the embroidery categories. And this is the density of the stitch that will be created when you're creating in the software. I pretty much keep mine on normal. If I'm doing something with lighter fabrics, I will pick one of the other ones, but I can change it in the program. This is setting my default. I like none normal because I want just a white background. These here are just graphic backgrounds for you, and you can change their color. Say I chose this one. I could come in here and change the color of it like that if I wanted to. And that's what would show up when I open my software. But I like it to be none normal, so I'm going to go back to that. And this does not change your density over here, even though it says the fabric type, okay? All of these types are the same under normal, okay? So that's what I would use. I'm going to touch OK. So now I have my default machine and hoop. I have my default embroidery type and fabric. And let me open the window and show you, see what it looks like right there. Now, when you open yours, more than likely, you have your grid turned on. So here up under view, you can go to grid and show, and you'll see your grid right up there. Now, I like my grid turned off, and then I just turn it on and off when I turn it on when I need it. I pretty much like it off. So what I've done is I've gone up to view, grid, and I unclicked show, so it's off. And I have the background I want. I have my the hoop that I want. I want to use this as my default setup every single time. And then I will go up to view, and right here, I can save current workspace as default. So that means every time I open my software, it will open to this hoop without the grid and with the white background. So most of the time I design like this. And then if I need those tools, if I need my grid, I go up here and turn it on, or I use the right here, there's some shortcut keys for the grid. I'll turn it on that way. If I need to change the fabric, my hoop, or any of that, here I can change my hoop on the left-hand side. And I would come up here and click in the icon. The plus adds and hoop for multi-hooping. So if I want to change my hoop, I can double click here. I can change the machine. I can change the brand, the machine, any of these hoops. If I want to change to a different hoop at this point and design something this size, I can do that. Or I'm going to go back to the other one because I want to show you one more thing. When I'm on my hoop icon here, I can rotate my hoop. So if I want to work in landscape instead of portrait, I can do this. Once I get done, I'll have to rotate the hoop back and the design back. But this way it's easier to work this way. At least I find it easier. The other place, and you need to click off into select to turn off your hoop. My hoop would still be blue and it won't allow me to do anything else. I can also come up under my machine tab here, and you can see my machine is in there. And I could change the machine here. I can center to hoop here as well. So if I needed to make any changes to my hoop or machine, I could do that at that tab as well. Put this back. There we go. All right, so that's changing your hoop and rotating your hoop. I do like to stay with a consistent hoop. I find it easier once I get done. I always come up to this tab here if I'm going to send it to let me put something in the hoop first. There we go. Turn that tool off and go here. So when I have something in there, I have all these options for exporting from my machine, from my computer to my machine. I can do it by cable connection if I'm connected by cable. I could do it by Wi-Fi since I have the CM17. I can put it to a USB. All of that's right here. And what's handy about that, I don't have a USB in at the moment. So let me see. What's handy about that is I can see everything in my machine. I really love that I can get in. So I just put my USB in, so I want to see those in my browser. Let's go back to my page. So when I drop down here, I can choose any of these to export. These I can export. You can also export over here under File, Export, and you'll get those same items plus a few more. Or if I just wanted to save this to my PC, I would use the Save As, and then it defaults to draw. That's my editable document, so my editable piece. So I would want to save it once as a draw. Then after I save it as a draw, I could pick my file here. Now, sometimes depending on your machine, if you have not chosen your machine and hoop on the screen, it will not give you the choice of your embroidery format down here. You might not see your embroidery format. Baby Lock Brother and Janome need the hoop and the machine chosen in order for that to show up. And then I would just save it. Okay. Now, saving, when you save things, you are not saving in the program itself. Some people think that it is. You're saving to a folder on your computer, or maybe you have a cloud account. You can access your cloud account, or maybe you're saving it to an external drive. You can do all of those things, but they're not saved to the program. So what's important right now, if you've been working on things, let me go back to the welcome page. If you've been working on things and they show up over here, I would make sure you open these and save them as a draw and as a JEF or your embroidery format before we turn the software off this weekend for those in the trial. That way you'll have anything you've been working on saved. So make sure you do that. Get all those things saved. Make sure you don't leave anything here, because when we close that out, all of that goes away. Okay. All right. So let me see what else is happening. We have people out there. I think we do still have people there. All right. Let me show you one other thing. We're going to go into, well, I turned my machine on. Let me show you this. I don't know how many CM17 owners we have. I love to use the browse when I'm going to look for designs, because I can see in my computer, I can see a USB stick that's in my computer. I can go to my cloud account if I have one, and I can see in my sewing machine. So let's see what's going on. So here is my sewing machine right down here. Here's that USB stick I have open. And then in my machine, if I had something on the ready to sew screen, let me do that. If I had anything on the ready to sew screen, I could click here and I could see it in my software at the moment. I don't think I have anything. I don't. I could go into my built-in drive. This is anything I have saved to my machine. And these are things outside my EMB folder. This is my EMB folder. Here are my other folders. And there's a few things in there. Down here, this is the USB drive I have in my machine. I'm not sure I have anything in that one. Let me see if I have a USB stick here. Look, I have a USB stick here. So I can see a USB stick that's in my machine. And then down here, these are the built-in samples. These are the designs in your CM17. I can see those in here as well. And when I click on them, they load in. There they go. All right. So I have access to everything. This is why I love Wi-Fi And I love being connected to my CM17, my my M15000 and my S9. All of those, I would be able to see all of this and find everything I need. And of course, I've made some favorites up here, so I have some favorites that I like to go to as well. So that's using the browse function over using open. Okay, so open, I'm on my Mac, so some people might be confused, but on your PC, you would have a column of folders here. So you'd go through figure out which folder you want, and you'd have to open up your folder. So let's see. I don't know if I have my my iCloud. Well, let's see what's on my desktop. So I have some things here on my desktop. I don't know if I have any designs. I don't normally put things in, here's an embroidery folder. So here I have a couple things in my embroidery folder. So you would come in here and find your folder. Then you could click on your designs, and then you either see an icon, you might see one design. But when I was in browse, when I opened the browse and I was in devices and I went to my USB stick, I open this, I can see everything that's in that USB stick. And I only have one design in there, but let's say in my built-in drive, I have all this saved. So I can see all of that at once. So open only shows you one item at a time, really. Browse can show you more items, that's my favorite. That's my very favorite. All right, let's show you one more thing on the work page. You noticed when I turned on my grid, and I'm going to undo this. My grid looks a different color than yours. I'm going to do a tool spotlight on this as well, but you can change the colors of your grid. So I'm going to zoom in here so you can see. My major line is this kind of darker red. My medium line is the light pink, and then my minor is the gray. So under your view, custom UI colors, you get this little chart. And so right down here, that's what these are here. So the minor is the gray, the medium is the this one here, and the major is the other one. So you can have a difference. You can set those any way you want. So if I pick up the major, let's do major, and I want to make that really bright. Maybe I want to make it green. I'm going to do that. And now they're green. So you can change the intensity by moving these things up and down. You can change to the color that you like that. I like mine really kind of light. Ooh, not that light because I can't see them. There we go. Maybe up a little bit more. There we go. So you can see those there. That way they're not as distracting. Okay. So, and then you can save as defaults, or if I X that out, it may go back to my original when I close this. Let's see what happens here. But the custom UI colors, there we go. The custom UI colors has other things that you can change. And I'm going to do a tool spotlight on that, so you'll see all of that in one quick setting. So these are some things you might want to change. The other thing I'll cover is when you create your shapes and your letters, mine create, and I have a black outline and a red fill. There's a way to set your software to show it that way, or you can have any color outline and any color fill. Same thing with lettering. When you type in here, my lettering, when I select it, has a black outline and a red fill. And I pretty much like that. Some people don't want to fill an outline, so you can have it come. I'll show you how to change that when I do my tool spotlight. But here, if I don't want an outline, I just click right here at the X, and it takes that outline away. If I right click and do break apart, there we go. All my letters are separate. Now we might have some people who are junior owners, right? In our list, do we have some junior owners? So the thing with junior, what you're missing, as I mentioned at the top, is your edit nodes. Now, edit nodes are the shaping tools that you would use creating shapes. And then down here, you don't have your Digitize Outline Shape tool. That's for drawing things. So if I wanted to draw something like this, I would select it. I like the outline shape. Those are nodes I'm putting in. There we go. And I made a weird shape. If I want to show those nodes again, I hit Edit Nodes, and then I can kind of pull these out and reshape them like that. This is something you don't have in Junior. These two you don't have, and you don't have your edit nodes. You have edit stitches, but not edit nodes. I find edit nodes so very helpful, so I really like to have that feature. And there's a lot of other tools you don't have in Junior that you hopefully you've been playing with in our full program. All right, so I'm going to go back to the camera and say my goodbyes. Are there any questions on switching to the your Forever software at the end of our special? Be sure to check in with your dealer to purchase that. And then if you have any issues with that, make sure you can just PM me. I'll help you out with that. And then the other thing is we do have some online dealers as well. You can search those out. Let's see, the other thing is, remember, if you're going to change, if you're not going to use the software, you can close it, log out, you can uninstall it if you like. If you're going to purchase it, you can just close it, log out, and then put your new purchased codes in there and activate. Okay, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. I say that way, but it does get confusing. So read my notes over on the Janome Artistic Digitizer Facebook page, so you have that. And let me know if there's things you want me to show you in our lives. I'm happy to make some lives like that. And I'm going to continue. I did post two. I think the tool spotlights were posted to this page here. I do try to keep everything and bring it over to the Janome Artistic Digitizer Facebook page. That's where we started with Artistic Digitizer. So there's a plethora of information, videos, worksheets, tutorials, all kinds of projects from our developer are over there. Lots of things for you to use. All right, let me double check my comments. Everything looks good. No, the special price is good through May 30. They're going to run it for a month. I believe it's May 30. So you can purchase this. The software will be turned off this weekend, so it will not work beyond this weekend. That doesn't mean if you purchase, this is important. If they turn the software off, that's okay. On Saturday, what you should do is close your software, and then you can open your software key and log out, and then don't do anything else. Wait till you get your purchase software with the package and your codes, then open that software key, take out the old codes, put in the new, and hit activate, then launch your software, and it's your software. So it's very easy. So you don't need to like uninstall anything or reinstall anything. You can just close your software on Saturday, make sure everything's saved that you want to save, close it all, and then log out, and then just wait for your packaging to arrive and open that software key, put everything in, and activate. So, and then join us over on the other page as well. There's lots of people to help with questions and show you their projects that they're working on and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So I'm going to let everybody go for now. For me, it's almost like the weekend, so I almost want to say have a great weekend. I'm still here tomorrow as I'm monitoring Facebook this week and checking on everything. So everyone have a great day. We'll see you again next week. I'll be back. All right. Bye, everyone.